Yonam with Born this beast. Hello, welcome, Lords of the Fallen. This probably won't be that long. I don't really have a whole lot more to add than my first impression probably will be to the Lords of the Fallen. I can tell you, it begins really nicely. But it's like as the game progresses, it gets worse. More issues, more monotonous monsters, and very cheaply designed monsters. The final boss is a piece of shit, as far as I'm concerned. Actually, the final two bosses are both a piece of shit. The boss before the final boss is the easiest fucking boss in the game, and the final boss is a cheap piece of shit. It's like... No, wait. I correct that, actually. It's the third final boss. That was the... I forgot about a boss in between them. The giant fucking dude in the dimension fucking thing. Though, to be merely, actually the twin boss thing before the final boss was a little more interesting, but at the same time it had a few cheap elements, but to be honest, it wasn't as horrible, though. But damn, the final boss was really freaking cheap, in my opinion. There's like this weird scene where he shoots beams down at you and shit, and it's really hard to dodge and avoid them. And there's a few... Like, I know I'm not the dodge master at all. Literally, I suck at it, but I don't feel like, I've been playing Bloodborne for a long time. I don't feel like any of my deaths were really cheap at all. Cheap or unfair. It was my fault. But I feel like there's so much cheapness and unfairity in this freaking game. And the story is just garbage. Seriously. It's like, who didn't see the fucking end? Oh, look, the guy you went to go see was actually evil. Shocking. The only real plot twist was here was why the fuck you were here, and that was barely any of a damn plot twist, really. It's just... Ugh. And there's a lot of graphic and textual issues in this game, and I know the Souls games have those. They're a handful. Everything does. Even fucking Halo. Halo 2 especially had shitloads of pop-in issues. But there's a lot of that. It's just... I don't know, and the magic system in the end just completely sucked. You never actually touch any of the magic. The only way to actually learn more magic is by going into New Game Plus, and you get to select a new branch of magic, and a New Game Plus again to get the last branch of magic. It's literally really stupid. Not that the magic has enough variety to it to be interesting anyway. The real thing this game gets going for it is a discounted Souls clone game. At this point, I think it's like $30, $40. I definitely would not pay more than $30 for this. I could see this being easy dump bin game you could probably get in the future for 15 lower or something, probably in the days as time goes on. It's not like an unplayable mess. It's not horrible, but it's not as tight as an actual Souls game. It has its issues, and it has a lot of interesting ideas, like I said, with like being able to heal by your dead ghost self and that. There's a lot of interesting ideas, and there's supposed to be a sequel in the works, Lord of the Fallen's 2. So hopefully they would take a lot of the criticism they got, because this could go places. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this game, considering this studio has not made a lot of games, this is actually a pretty decent effort, to be honest. I've seen a lot of studios, forced several attempts at making a video game be very horrible. So, don't think I'm just pissing all over you and saying you should go out of business or something. I do look forward to Lords of the Fallen 2. I hope they improve a lot of the criticism I gave of that with magic and such. It's really a mixed bag. If you can put up with some bugs and a lot of things that... the game crashed on me, I think, about 4 or 5 times, too, which is really weird. And that was supposedly a lot more often when the game launched without patches of that. So they really need to tighten up and do a lot better on the sequel, that's for sure. The sequel needs to be better. It doesn't. If it's just the same, then the Lords of the Fallen is going to be sinking. Take the opportunity, prove your criticisms, and make Lords of the Fallen 2 an actual competent game. But it wasn't bad. I mean, I didn't try to be super negative here. But, anywho, that's really all I can really say much about Lords of the Fallen. I mean, I just recommend checking it out if you got a little spare cash and you see it for a decent deal. If you see it for a lot of money, like, it's definitely not worth $60. No, don't buy this for $60. This ain't worth $60 at all. No. And what's sad is it has DLC, which I didn't buy. But I did read some of the criticism on the DLC, and a lot of people said it's just reskinned, reused assets, and I know that's obviously going to be different than parenting games, varying on portion of that. But it didn't sound like anything worth buying, and it just, I don't know. But anyway, Lords of the Fallen, if you got a little spare cash, you see it for a cheap price, you could throw some money at it. But really, at this point in time, why would you really worry about when you got Bloodborne and the enhanced version of Dark Souls 2 with all 3 expansions on the disc coming out? I mean, Bloodborne's already out. By the time you finish that, you'll be ready to play Dark Souls 2 if you're not already addicted to Bloodborne. So it's like, I don't see where you're going to fit any time. I mean, it'll probably be by the end of the year by the time you get some free time, right? So, that's all I really got to say about Lords of the Fallen, really, now. Let me know what you thought about it, if you actually played it or bought it early or bought now or something. I would like to hear what you think about it. I mean, in the end, I'd just say it's a pretty average, meh kind of experience. It didn't drive me crazy to fancy and be a loyal fan of the game, but it certainly isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, believe me, there was so much darker things in the world. But anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Toodaloo, and I hope I'll see you in Yarnum, my dear friends. Just don't forget the blood.
Stand aside!
I'm looking for a man named Caslow.
Wait. I know you. You're supposed to be in prison. Your crimes are well known.
It's been a long time, Captain.
You're an animal. You belong in a cage. What business have you here amongst men of honor? Caslow was a fool to let you out.
I'm here to do...
Wrong. My soldiers are here to do their jobs. You're here for yourself. For profit, You're only here because there's something in it.
Believe what?
What's your...
I have...
Maybe Caslow was roughed up enough times to trust you. But one look at you reminds me of what you are. He's looking for the Rogar's incursion. You've enemies here, and they're not all Rogar. Now move.